What's up? No, nothing in that. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Yo, what's up? What's going on, guys? How is everybody doing today? Someone's here. It is. Hold on, I need to throw up something. Hello, Jalen.
Hello, Jake. How you doing?
Is this the real one?
Yes, this is the real Jalen A.
All right, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, are you Hake's troll or are you Jesse Lee's troll?
Hates troll.
Just a troll?
Not. I wouldn't say troll. I would definitely say enemy and educator.
Yeah, you're banned from calling in for a few shows.
I'm there from Nick's show, from Jesse's show, from James's show, but not Joel's show. I still call in on Joel's every now.
Joel's good. And by the way, I did see. By the way, I did see that he read one of your buy me a coffees.
Who?
Hake did. Hake James.
Yes, I stopped. I really have. I was going to let you finish the introduction. By the way, I was enjoying that introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen, the troll of the Jesse Lee Peterson show, Mr. Jalen 8. How you doing?
Thank you. I love that I'm the troll, even though we have people like Maze and Frederick that exist out
No,
there.
no, because they talk about you more.
They don't. I'm banned. They don't really talk about me.
Terry actually gave you a compliment.
Terry
Terry,
Strange, is she watching
yeah,
right now?
no, she might be at work. She usually is at work by right now.
Yeah, she
Cause we,
usually streams at night.
yeah. So how you been, brother?
I'm doing good. I finally have actually fully had the chance to for us to speak on your shows, and I'm willing to you know answer any questions that you all have and stuff. I've got a
Yeah,
few minutes time, so
yeah. So one of my things is, because I don't know the story, I don't know the lore of you on the Jesse Lee Peter because I'm still new to it. But I've been a fan. I've been a fan of Jesse for a while. but don't know the lore of you on Jesse and James and Nick and Joel's show.
Right. So first, it's a weird little honor to be able to be interviewed by the same person that has talked to James Hake. So that's an
Yeah.
interesting little honor. Uh, when so for me, it was really in 2023 when I discovered Jesse Lee Peterson, and I'm very pro black. I love being a black man, as you all know. But it was the most random thing. So I was just watching. At I had some time off at work, and I was watching clips of Tiffany New York Pollard from Flavor of Love.
And
Uh,
also from I Love New York, and plus I'm from don't forget I Love New York.
I love New York. I love New York too. Celebrity Big Brother, the UK version in 2015.
Yeah.
A spew of shows,
New York
reality.
gets a job. New York gets a job.
New York gets the job. New York goes to Hollywood. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's some things that that's here's the thing, and also since we're talking about, I want to say that number one, what there's since we're talking about New York, we got to talk about this because this was on BH1. There's allegations of Linda Hogan allegations. There's allegations that she beat her daughter. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? Hello?
can you
Yeah.
hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Uh, there's allegations
I
that
thought it was my dad.
well,
She hit she abused Brooke. There's allegations now about that. Linda Hogan did.
well, I don't really respect the Hogan family at all, except for Brooke now. Hulk Hogan is a bit Trumper, and I just don't respect that
Yeah.
family at all. Politics aside, I don't think abuse is okay for anybody. And like, if she was beating her to discipline, I stand by
I
that.
don't. This was all brought. Bubba the Love, Hogan's former friend.
Hmm. If it was like, you know, you tap a
Bubba
child on
him.
their hand if they touch the stove and tell them don't do that, then I'm okay with that. But if it was like abuse just to be abusive and to be mean and
Yeah.
evil, then prayers for Brooke Hogan. And
Yeah. So one of the things that and here's the thing. I was talking to James years ago, a couple years ago, about coming on the show. And one day I was like tweeting him. I'm like, "Hey, I want to have you on the show." And he actually responded back. But
which is rare.
I'm so where's what's rare is him like, And the thing is like I try to, And the thing is, by the way, Josh and I are good again. JS and I are good again.
What happened between you and JS?
There was some issues there, and he hates when I name drop people when I go on his show. I name drop a few people, and he hates it.
Well,
But the thing is from.
I'd
Sorry, go
never
ahead.
want to. I'd never want to defend Joshua Smith of JS Urban Adventures, but with him, if he's on his show and stuff, he's wanting. He loves being the star of his show. He's the one in control, and I do get that. And so he's want things to be ran a certain way. Now, mind you, I will always call him out on a lot of things. I'm probably going to call him out this weekend when he does his stream. Because me and him, we're not friends. I'm
I
very
know.
much an enemy with Joshua, and I very much disagree with him. I thank him just like I thank James for letting me have a platform, but no, in terms of like, I'm glad you and Joshua are cool again.
Uh,
And it's literally like the same way you want your show to be ran and stuff. You would want that respect and that courtesy, and you're much nicer than Josh.
yeah.
So I'm even
And
surprised I
also
didn't say
James.
this.
And I'm also trying to get the truth. I'm also trying to be like, with his show, he does it through Discord. and he does it. And here's the thing: I see him on Speakeasy stream, and Speakeasy and our friends, and all that. I try to respect people's. I gotta find the what I want to ask is so what Jesse. Here's the thing: I love Joel. Nick's good. Hank is good, but the star of that show, I gotta say, is the people that run the phone lines, the people that are running the camera system for Jesse.
I appreciate that love and stuff for all the behind the scenes crew and stuff. But of course, none of us would know Nick or James or Joel without knowing Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah,
Who I call the Black Uncle Ruckus. Well, no, not the Black Uncle Ruckus, the real life Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, because that's where the story was landing. I was watching random Tiffany Pollard interviews, and she did The Fallen State. It was episode 100 of The Fallen State with Jesse Lee Peterson, and
yeah,
just asking some of the most insane things, and I was like, oh my God, this man is insane. And he's not a comedian. So I started like watching more and more of his videos. Like I watched the Destiny and Melina video, and he was like, Melina, do you trust your husband to lead or something? Or like, I don't know. He was just saying a lot of that insane things that was borderline misogyny. And I was like, wait a minute now, like you were a little funny with some of the things you were saying, but and so when I started like really getting into like who Jesse Lee Peterson was, I was like, oh, this guy is not a good guy. This guy is a villain. This guy is a
yeah.
villain.
I just
And
want to say, I just want to say, by the way, Hake Report is celebrating a sub anniversary on my channel.
it's celebrating what?
A sub anniversary. He's been a sub to me for a year, I think. I
Oh,
gotta
is
go.
this is y'all did y'all's interview a year ago?
I think a year ago.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Congrats on your victory for
He's
that.
yeah. Getting him to spend money is like getting Jesse to spend money. It's hard.
Well, considering no, I won't go there. I don't know that story about the building fund. I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, and I hope that I want to get the truth from you because there's there's three sides of every story: his side, and the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm willing to answer anything that I can.
Uh, what do you think about what's going on now? Like Nick is back on YouTube now.
Well, I think it was good that he was banned. I feel like my work has been doing good because I used to report uh, Jesse, Hake, and Mitch show every day, and they would still appear on YouTube. I've actually stepped away from like really watching the shows. Even Joel, who I appreciate being on, I don't listen or call into his show as often just because like I've said so many things of what I've wished to say, and they're still thriving. I can call them evil as many times as I want. I can report as many times as I want, but they're never going to change, and there's not going to be like it's still wasted energy for me to do that every day and
Yeah,
be
and you also
concerned.
have a life outside of YouTube. You have a life outside of YouTube that doesn't have, and I don't know your life. I'm just saying that we do have regular lives outside of YouTube. So
Right,
you have, YouTube to everybody that doesn't realize that people think, oh, we just sit on YouTube all day. No, we don't. We have a
right.
real, we have to be adults
Right. And
sometimes.
y'all are more streamers than I am. Like I intentionally don't do things on like my YouTube channel and stuff. I intentionally don't like create content on like TikTok or things like that. I sometimes do lives on Facebook. But I'm not like you or JS who will stream so much more trying to build this or like the people at Bond who have like this whole network. I've never in person
And
met.
also, they got a new thing called Punchy.
Yeah, I've heard of Punchy. I tried to get into some of the episodes, but again, when I was making that decision to like try to step away from my own mental health, I was like, I can't watch all of these episodes when I'm already trying to step away. When I'm already
Hey,
trying to step away.
hey,
I'll
Jalen, how you like? Sorry to interrupt, but how you like the new format of the show?
of yours.
This the thing that we're doing right now. I'm doing the mobile set layout.
I'm very proud of just your growth in general. Like,
Thank you.
there's always just been. I'm seeing your evolution, and so I'm very proud of how
Thank
you
you.
keep progressing. Very proud of you. Very proud.
For me, it's doing what's right, and I've had people, I've had to rebuild this channel. I had to rebuild my own. I had to rebuild from scratch from because of a jackass back in 2023.
Oh, we can curse on here.
That yeah, we can. We're 18 plus. We're
Okay,
18 plus.
cool. I'm not
And
too
listen,
much of a cursor, anyways, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just like sometimes cuss words comes out of my mouth by
no,
accident.
I if anything, I don't know if you remember that infamous episode that I did with James about the N word. I defend the freedom of speech. I think that it's our First Amendment right. We can say whatever we wish, but hopefully you're strong enough to handle the
Yeah.
consequences of whatever you say. And so,
The thing is, by the way, this is the reason why I have this. I have this right here. The viewer discretion is advised thing on sometimes on
okay,
TV because I have other things that I can put on the screen so it helps with this is the thing I learned a long time ago not to like here's the thing, Jalen. You want to hear something funny? It's like people. There's so many people out there that I'm not. This is actually the deals that I do. I don't go through. I don't have a manager. I go and do my own deals.
I mean, and that's some of the best ways to be. Some of the greatest artists have had to become independent and have had their best success from being independent.
By the way, I just want to let people know if you one of our sponsors. I don't know if this code still works because the guy I haven't spoken to Jeff Levine at Silk City in a while. But if anybody that wants to go check out and you, this is this is actually a deal that I went and got the deal for. Nobody asked me. Nobody helped me get this deal. Uh, there you go. By the way, if you got SilkCityHotSauce.com, use code HWO. That's one of the codes that we have.
Say the promo code for the people that are just audio listeners.
SilkCityHotSauce.com, use code HWO at checkout for some money off. HWO Hudson World Order, my world order. But so, what do you think? One of the things that what do you think? Do you watch wrestling?
Do I watch wrestling? No, I don't.
You see that John Cena turned heel.
He turned heel. What's that mean?
He turned into a bad guy at Elimination Chamber in February. He basically turned heel on Cody and Cody's butt.
I I enjoy John Cena. I like that he was like the Rock replacement. I enjoy him. I have you seen him in that movie that he did with Zac Efron that came out a few months ago on Prime?
Yeah, I don't watch Prime. I've seen a lot of his other movies like The Marine and 12 Rounds.
I enjoy
Something,
him, and
but
he's charismatic.
the thing is everybody was mad at him for because Vince and them were putting him down our throats. Now they're mad at him for turning heel.
I mean, that's the business. If you still trying to do all of that knowing your name is as big as it is, you know why. We all know why he comes back to those events now. It's different from when he first started versus where he comes back or when Dwayne Johnson comes back. We know they
Because the
do it for the
money, because the
fans.
money,
Yeah,
because the
for the
money.
money and for the fans. So
Yeah, and also The Rock is half owner of TKO. He's on the
nice.
board of
I,
TKOs.
one of my favorites growing up was Triple H. I've always enjoyed Triple H, and
Triple H, and he's going into the Hall of Fame this year.
very nice. And then rest in peace, China. I've enjoyed seeing China when I used to watch it.
Lex Luger is going into the Hall. It's going to be Luger, Michelle McCool, Taker's wife, and Triple H are going into the Hall of Fame. Are the most
Very
notable
nice.
people.
Very
You know,
nice.
I love that. Here's what I love about Michelle McCool. She was one of those women that looked good, but she was also very smart in the business.
Very
She was very athletic. She was very good looking, but she was also she knew the business. And
good.
so take Taker said on his podcast on 6 Feet Deep with Mark Calloway, he actually said that he had to break character just to get Michelle McCool some help because she was sick one time.
That's very
She
good. I love when people still support each other. They know the roles they have to play, but still real life affects.
Yeah. By the way, sorry to interrupt this, but if you guys want a tip, hold on. I'm just trying to. I gotta earn a little bit of shackles here, if you don't mind, because I'm viewer supported here. I don't make money on YouTube through the YouTube partner program like some other people do. I have to and I do appreciate you coming on, Jalen. I do appreciate that because it's me and you we haven't talked in a while, Jalen. Uh oh. Hello. Uh oh. Oh, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Jake,
Sorry,
Jake, you able to hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
Hey, is it? I'd heard you and stuff. If it's okay, I'm gonna put my cash app in your YouTube as well, so I can also possibly earn some shekels if that's okay.
Hey, say something in the chat so I can mod you.
Oh, okay. I'll type. I'll give me about 30.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You're a guest. Here's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is staying safe today. Sorry. What's up, Jalen?
All right, Jake, I'm back.
Sorry if you're. So you might have some. You have some good internet, by the way.
Me,
Yeah.
thank you. Hey, it's part of my rental deal. Like part of my rent and stuff. The internet is
You
paid
rent.
for. My rent, my utilities are all paid for, and everything with just my rent and stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
very blessed.
So I wanna ask this. By the way, what do you think about Grace Thorpe?
You have to forgive me. I don't know who Daddy is.
She is a her and her dad are Thorpe TV. She was on Locale Live. She was on other shows on Locale. She was part of that. She was part of that. She's part of that little community that they go after. They just chase clout for some shekels.
Oh, shots fired! Is Ben Thorpe her father?
Yeah, Ben Thorpe is the father.
So the only time I've ever even known about them is when Ben and Hake were going at it one time, like a couple of years ago. Ben was sort of like trolling him in the chat and everything, and then they sort of had like a one time like argument on Hate Show, but that I haven't heard anything about them since then.
Yeah. So I know that, here's the thing. I know that people want to, like, tip the stream and stuff. Guys, and Jalen, if you can give me your Cash App, if we do get some Cash Apps, I could just send it over to you.
Okay, it's
Just,
Jalen 8.
I could.
It's
Jalen
Jalen
8
eight
on
one
Cash.
two three. I placed it in the chat for everybody, but it is Jalen 8123. JALIN 8123.
2, 3. All right, and people, and I want to say, I just want to say that I want to say that if and I'm going to tell you this, if I do get money out of this, I will send like half of it to you because you deserve to get money out of this because of how much stuff that you had to go through on Nick's show, on Hake's show, all the people, but you do have. Listen, Terry actually said that you defended her.
Oh yeah. Which I appreciate. Thank you. And also, if anybody sends it anything to my Cash App, Jalen8123, please put it in the message for Jake Hudson. So I can also send you something back as well. Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me I try to. I think that's my main thing. I'm not a troll or anything because being a troll would mean I don't believe in what I'm saying. I'm saying it as a joke.
Yeah.
I'm not a troll or anything. I very much stand for the rights of women, the rights of minorities, the rights of the LGBT community, the rights for Christianity. I very much stand for that. And the people at the Bond Network, they 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 go against a lot of the beliefs that I feel. They go against a lot of the
Yeah.
beliefs I feel. And even with Terry, which I didn't even think Terry really liked me that much, but no, I will definitely stand up for Terry. Terry is a strong woman who is open about being disabled, and very strong in her opinion. She loves being a conservative woman. She's also not somebody that needs a man to stand up for her. So I commend her, even though we're typically at odds on most of the things, and she's not always the nicest person to me, but I do celebrate her as well. And I
Yeah.
appreciate
She actually said to me on my show, she was really nice. She was really talking about you more when I said, people were like, but she said, sorry, I'm trying to like talk and stuff at the same time. She said that you were defending her on like Joel's show or something.
yeah,
About,
uh I'm pretty sure I have and stuff, especially like when it comes to Joel. I appreciate Joel in our conversations because that's definitely an educational thing on both ends. But Joel, he has this thing where women should be kept in their place. Where the women, he has very much that women don't belong in the office; they belong in the kitchen. Without him specifically saying that, and I don't agree with that. I think that's wrong. A woman can be wherever she wishes to be. If she wants to be a housewife, she has that right. But if she also wants to run for the president of the United States, she also has that right and should never be criticized.
yeah,
Um,
you know,
what
sorry if I'm like, hold on,
you're
sorry if
good.
I'm like, sorry if I'm like not like responding to any comments and stuff. I'm just like trying to get this stuff out. I'm doing the back end work. Basically, I'm doing a lot of like the sharing out because I didn't get to share this out before Jalen popped in.
Right. And I didn't even know I was going to be coming on, so it was a surprise for all of us.
Yeah,
I literally was just chilling, like watching Friday the 13th reviews and stuff. Like outside of like listening to the Bond Network, what I used to do, I love like watching like a lot of video essays
yeah.
about different movies and different things like that. So I was doing that, and I was like, "Hey, Jake had sent me an email. I wonder when he's going live again." So, and here I am.
You know what's so funny is like people. I've been sending hate links to try to get him on because I love that people are, I love that people now like, I'm just trying to build trying to build me up and not build a company up because it's like
Right. Um,
it's I don't have a manager, and I do everything like, it's when I get off the computer, the first thing I do is I go and try to upload the if I got any clips, but
Again, you're making me have to defend some of my enemies, and I love that. When it comes to uh, James cares so much about Bond, that evil
yeah,
Bond. He gives his whole life to Bond and everything. And he and I have talked personally. Like I've called Bond a couple of times. They hate when I call, but James, he gives so much in like his show, and you see how energized he is. And he wakes up at like 4 o'clock in the morning every morning, Monday through Friday, and then he doesn't leave the office until like 5 in the afternoon. So he like works extra hard and stuff. Sometimes you do, if you're really wanting to try to like interview him again, I would suggest just calling that office and like requesting to speak to him. Particularly like literally between like right now or in the next hour. He's
yeah.
usually at the desk on Fridays. He's usually the secretary on Fridays around this time. So
Yeah,
uh,
he. The thing is when we booked the interview, he actually said that the weekend Saturday was actually better. We did it on Saturday because it was better for him.
right, because he works every day at that place. He works every day. So Sundays he even works. He does the church thing. So Saturdays is like his only off day.
Yeah, and he also he was one of the people that bought a limited time merch.
Oh, very nice.
He
You have
bought limited.
merch.
I have merch to T Public through T Public. So let me put that. Let me send you that link if you don't mind because you can check it out. And the thing is, the money I don't. It's just people. The thing is, I have T Public. I have merch because people have been asking, but it is I don't. The money goes straight to the money that goes to that PayPal goes to my niece. My niece uses that. It goes to my niece's PayPal, so we use
Very
it for
nice.
food and stuff. And I'll use.
Tell
So
everybody about your merch. Tell you got the chance. It's your platform, so tell
yeah,
everybody how we can find your merch.
actually found this link right here. tpublic.com/user slash HWO. All the merch you got. You have actually have my profile picture. 2K is a former. Some of these I might have to delete soon. 2K is a drawing that I did. Holy up Joe, Levy Hudson, 2024, Make America Funny Again. Block Bobby Nick and Jake We Trust. HWO 444 Life. Some Autism is Superpower. F Rob Saw. F Find Yourself Wrestling. Find Yourself Wrestling is a scam wrestling promotion out of New Jersey. Fire Boogie 2988. Block Jacob Water. Boogie is a liar. FWR1 Network. The Happy Birthday merch I forgot. Some of these are stuff that I forgot I put on here, but I designed them, so I made them, so I keep them up there.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
What are some more things that you want to know in terms of like my beef with like the Bond Network? Because I don't mind.
So have you ever watched them on like D Live or on Kick, or you watch them just on YouTube?
Um, I watch them mainly on YouTube. A lot of times I listen to the listen line when I'll be the one of the few people listening on the listen line. I obviously watch Joel on Instagram. Shout out to the Lions Den. That's the name that I came up with and they accepted it. But you can't listen to the listen line for Nick show. It ends after Joel, so if I feel like being bored and watching Nick's show, I'll go in and watch it. I just with like those four shows, I'll give my opinion on like all the shows, but like the four main shows and the Fallen State and Church. With Church, I I'm usually busy my own self on Sunday, so I don't watch Church. The Fallen State, that's was my introduction to Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't watch all the interviews anymore. I've watched the ones that I wanted to, the Monique one, DC Young Fly, Jamie Kennedy, Tiffany Pollard, and of course, like with like the gay preachers and stuff, or the things like that. I So those are like those two shows, and then the four main shows. I'll start with like from least to greatest, I guess. I don't really watch Niche show anymore. It's just it wasn't that interesting to me, and I definitely don't like those like flights or anything. But he was the first one to ban me. He was the first one to ban me out of like everyone, and even when uh I was like trying to call into Joel at one point a year ago, he was like, "No, don't call back," and like was just extra rude to me, and I'm like, "Calm down there, bro.
Hey,
Calm
is
down."
that correct? Jolene 8123 on Cash App.
Jalen 8123.
Oh, JALIN
Yes,
eight
eight
one two
one two
three.
three.
All right, I got it.
Yes, sir.
It's in the chat. It's right there.
Yes, sir. But
I don't.
no,
I don't have. I don't. Sorry to interrupt, but
you're good.
Nick. Nick was. By the way, I guess what? I beta Nick. I got Nick with a beta one time.
Oh, nice.
I was like, he was like trying to tell him like beta, and I'm like, dang it.
And I'll still super now. If anything, I might troll Nick a little bit more. If you want to use that word troll, like
So
I'll send him super chats every now and then. And I honestly say, Nick, if you can go a whole month without missing your show, I will personally send you a $50 super chat. But he hasn't gone 1 month without having to miss some show for some reason. We can all assume what those reasons are, but who knows? Anyways, moving on. So I don't really watch Nick
yeah,
like that. Jesse show would be third place. He is like the main reason why that show, all those shows are around. But like, I definitely, I'm not really a fan, as you all know, of Jesse Lee Peterson. I think there's so many reasons why it's understandably why I'm banned from that network. I don't think he's a good person. I think specifically from what I've seen, he's bad for the black community. He doesn't care about people. He's bad for people trying to be better Christians, and I think he's a cult leader. But that's the nicer things that I can say about that man.
yeah.
So there's other things that I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but I believe if there's rumors out there, basically defaming his name, I believe the rumors, and that's as nice as I can be about that.
And the one thing is, it's like and I want to say that I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate that are you are like you're not even trying to disrespect them. You're just trying to live your own life, right?
I'm being honest and authentic, and like even in the conversations I've had with them, it was like there's a lot of answers that I'm like trying to get. Like with James Hake, I want to know, why does he hate black people? Why does he not like people that look like me and things like that? And also like uh my feelings did get a little hurt by James. Like my feelings got hurt because yes, we're enemies. We all know James and I do not like each other. I very much strongly dislike that man. He thinks I hate him. He wants me to hate him, and I can't get. I will never give him that pleasure unless he fully earns it. I just strongly dislike him,
Yeah,
but um, it's more upsetting for me because James and I, like I said, I've called the I've called um and talked to James before, just he and I on the office line and everything, not for uh a live show or anything. It was just he and I talking man to man, having respectful conversations, and I appreciated that. I
hey,
appreciate.
by the way, sorry to interrupt. Did you see Monday afternoon when they were doing Punchy, they streamed like 20 minutes on Jesse's channel, and I actually had to message. I had to they screwed up, and that they were streaming over on Jesse's channel. I was like, I had to message, hey, do you guys know you're streaming on Jesse's channel? And he actually says, thanks for the heads up.
Oh, nice, good. If that, I guess if that happens, I would just either super chat it to let them know, or whenever they are having their numerous mess ups, I just call the phone line. I just call the phone line and tell one of the producers like, "Hey, this is not working." Like, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then usually it gets fixed. But now going back to like James and I, like he and I, I was respecting our our this discourse that
Yeah,
we might have not been the best of friends, but I thought we were on a respect level.
yeah.
Um, and until and then like when he started like lying, when he started like saying like in the chats and stuff that nobody in the office had ever heard from me, or like he was creating a lot of different lies. Then I got angrier. I got angry. I was like, so you're a liar. Jesse's a liar. I don't appreciate this. And then I was like, I'm actually about to reveal something very important for your audience that watches Bond. So if
Go
you
ahead.
if you want, you can like clip this or whatever. I actually
Yo,
uh am going to reveal why I got banned.
someone saying you lied first.
I lied first. Who said that I lied first?
Clear plays 20 unknown.
No, I didn't lie first. James was lying first. Uh Even if the real Mr. Mad was like defending me because it was when me and Chad Rawls used to be in the chats together and they thought I was
I
like,
did send James a link if he wanted to come up. I just sent him a link.
I mean, and he can do this and I'm about to say what I'm done and stuff. I actually uh I actually impersonated I made an account and I impersonated somebody from the documentary, that church militant documentary. Uh,
Yeah.
I yeah, I made a fake account impersonating them and basically calling out their wrongdoings in the chat. It was like uh on Hate Show and Nick Show. I I made an account and I was like, because I really had gotten hurt by like when I was um, they would hang up my phone calls. They would intentionally hang up my phone calls when I was trying to like talk to like Jesse or something, or they would intentionally do some horrible things. And I was like, you know what? Y'all are villains. Y'all are villains getting away with some horrendous things. And y'all, like, more people need to call y'all out. And yeah, so I impersonated Robert Santner, one of the people that used to be best friends with James. I think he was the one that called him the burrito boy, said he was wrapped up like a burrito. Um,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on that, by the way, when you saw that documentary and all those
You'll be to be honest with you, I haven't seen the only things I've seen is like I have not seen. I the person said they knew it was you.
Which I'm like, how did they know? But yeah, I'm the one that admitted it. Like, and I talked to James. I did talk to him about that.
Yeah, and to
That's
be
the
honest, I here's the thing. Back, I was watching Jesse back. I think when they were doing D Live, when they were starting to do the D Live crap, D Live stuff. D Live is shit, by the way.
oh god, that's DJ on Paul's stomping grounds, isn't it? D Live.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard
D
about
Live. Yeah, they're now like they're doing like they used to be Lino, now it's Lemon, now it's like now they're using Stripe to do stuff now for the
I've heard
payment.
are rough. They are
Yeah,
rough.
and it's
Um,
well, yeah,
but yeah, that's
well,
for that audience. You definitely have gotten an exclusive, and definitely because you've had James on your show before. Uh,
yeah,
and also I got real upset. There would be times when people in the chat would be saying things like they were going to plant a tree for me. Now everybody can know what that means. Somebody was planning on trying to noose me. That was like a death threat towards me. And then James was acting like that didn't happen or things like that. And so I had a lot of hurt feelings from those people. And I'm not saying that I wanted to be best friends with James. I don't like that man. I think he's a racist. I think he's a homophobe. I think a lot of bad things about that man. But when I thought we were actually having true, pure discussions, because I know we were, especially if you listen on like some of the phone calls that
yeah,
had on the air, the whole N-word situation, that was a real phone call for me. There was a lot of anger that was being shared. Or when James was saying a girl's body matures quicker when her father's not around, and was basically defending pedophilia. I was having real conversations with him, very much anger.
yeah,
Conversations with Joel. Whenever I'm talking with him, like I don't always like what he's saying, but the fact that he makes me question some of the things and really evaluate, like I respect somebody that can actually like pique my curiosity to make me grow a little bit more. And so
yeah,
yeah, that's basically the reason and
yeah,
stuff. And James had said maybe he would unblock me and everything and unban me. He had told me that. He had told me to like wait a month, and I did. And then nothing happened. And then I started remembering I can outsmart him. And that's when I started sending so many super chats. And that's when I really outsmarted the dude. But I don't
James
do
is
that.
hot, but they said James is hot.
Who is? Who said
Uh,
that?
Clear plays 20 unknown.
Boy, that is a Bond fan. Whoever that is, shout out to you. I'm JC from Little Rock. I'm usually on Joel's show. You obviously have an opinion of me, whoever you are. So, hello to
You know,
you.
and here's the thing. Can I say something?
Yes.
I'm gonna say the same thing I say to everybody. If we're having a disagreement, I won't run from you. I have a seat waiting. I have a link. If you want a link, I'll send it. I'll send you a link to come on to so we could talk
That's
out the
nice.
problems because I don't have hate in my heart. And by the way, if anybody that wants to do a super chat and they want to support this channel, I'm a viewer supported person, and I don't make money on YouTube. This is you. There's no ads on this video. If you guys want to support, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/plowdog26i. What show are you want are on Joel Friday? He says he's on Joel Friday's show.
That's the one that I'm most recently on. I haven't like called in like maybe a month, but there was a lot in like 2024 where I called on Joel's show. And I'll probably definitely be sending him a super chat on Monday.
Um,
Um,
and,
but
and by the way, and also, and I want to say this: number one, we do. If people want to, I'm getting my audios out there. If you don't mind, sorry if I'm interrupting you.
Yeah, if people have questions about Bond or anything, I'm like I said, I'm glad I've never been in that place. I can only talk to you all from the conversations I've had over the phone and through super chats. Like I think I've given so much of the answers already, but I will answer anything dealing with that. Um, I, I guess I can. I don't mind. While we're waiting, a personal question for you, Jake.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not bad. Is it okay?
It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. In terms of like people with disabilities, because I'm also a person that stands up for people with disabilities.
The last time I heard that, hey Joel, the last time I heard that someone did that, I ended up getting attacked by the person, Stuttering John Melendez.
Oh,
He,
John Bozeman.
no, John Melendez from the Howard
Oh,
Stern show.
Stuttering
You might
John
not,
from Howard Stern.
yeah, Stuttering
Well,
John
that's a
attacked
turn.
me.
He's been a
Stuttering.
turncoat. He's been a turncoat. He turned on Howard years to go to Jay Leno. Like I'm proud. I'm very happy
So
that
you know who Stuttering John is.
Yes. I'm already sad because I just learned Crazy Alice died.
What?
Yeah. No.
Also, last year we lost Richard Simmons. We lost Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph.
I learned Ralph died. I know that's hard on Howard. I know that's hard on Howard.
Yeah. By the
Um.
way, and all the stuff, all those links that I'm posting, like the Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart, that's all. That's where the clips go to. The audio clips go to is through that. Plus, we're on Amazon. We're on Amazon Music. If anybody that wants to check us out. And thing is that I want to say this show has been so awesome getting to talk to you without JS yelling in the background. Trying to
well,
trying to get
that,
a word edgewise with JS is like sorry.
no. If you just gotta talk over JS and let him know, sir, I'm speaking on your show. But no. Uh, And then come to his stream tonight. Come to his stream. He does the Friday streams and Saturday streams, and you should come in on the Discord whenever he opens up.
I don't know if you have any personal if you, he doesn't stream. Jalen doesn't stream.
No, I mean, if people want to follow me, you can follow me on like Instagram, King JC Wesley. I might be doing an Instagram live soon, but no. And my YouTube is Jalen8. I have like 15 subscribers, and I'm planning on putting some video out there soon. But no, I'm not a streamer. I'm more of an upcoming artist and singer, and
Yeah.
I haven't put out anything fully yet until like I'm proud of the product. So, um, but
You actually got a couple videos on it from like 2 years ago.
yeah, I've got a few, and like I say, I need to put up something new. I need to put if I knew how to put this on my YouTube, I would ask could I put this on my channel and things.
Yeah.
But no, I was going to ask you about like people, and I'm not making fun of you about this, about people with disabilities. How do you defend people with disabilities to just
Um. Let me tell you something. Number one, I think I don't call it a disability. I call it ability. I'm smart enough. I'm smart. Autism makes me smart. And Jalen, I just want to tell you this: autism is a superpower.
nice?
And you know what? I have friends. I have friends that have Down syndrome. I have friends that have cerebral palsy. I have friends that are more. I've met a lot of people. I even did shows with High Pitch Eric. I did shows with Wendy the Slow Adult. I did shows with Bob Levy from Howard. I did shows with Shulies even came on my show. Go back into the first stream I did on this channel back in 2023 when I had to when I did my test stream. The first stream on this channel is a stream with me and Shuli Egar. Shuli has been on here.
I love what you said and stuff. Obviously, I don't know why you don't work for Howard Stern for some reason at all. You obviously want to.
Why would I work? Why would I work for a person that's turned woke?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being woke, but I don't know if he's woke or anything. He's not necessarily the 90s and early 2000s Howard anymore. He's a lot more kinder, but I think that came with like all the therapy that he was in and stuff. And I
That's
think
your link?
there was a lot more anger that he used to face where he felt, whereas now he has a lot more calmer peace of mind.
Yeah. And I want to say that it's so awesome to talk to you because, you know, it's the people that, you know, because I just want to get the truth out there about this stuff. It's the people that act like that they're, we're at the 56-minute mark. If we want to try to we can go to an hour if you don't mind.
We can go to an hour and then I'll probably head out after that. But
because I know you're a busy person. I know that you're busy. I know it's Friday.
Yeah, it's really just Friday. I'm not so busy today. I'm just going to be drinking later. But I very much want to say thank you again, Jake Hudson, for letting me come on to share my.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like I said, proud of you for what you're doing. Proud of you for trying to step out there. You're letting people have their say and stuff. And yeah, so I thank you for just this opportunity. There's a lot of people that hate me in this world. I understand that. I understand that, and I can try to love as best as I can. I can try to pray for people as best as I can, but also I've given my point of view. I've always been as honest as I could be, and dealing with this interview, I know 100% I'm honest and in the clear now. And if people have questions, if they want to put it in your comments and you email me back, I can do even more.
So what I can do is, and here's the thing, if I do get money, if I do get money, I'll send a couple dollars to you. If we don't get any money, I'll just send a couple dollars to you to help you out. Because you're taking the time out of your day to step on and do this show with me, and it's so awesome to deal with that. So if I get money, I'll send half of it. I don't know if I'm getting any money right now, but because people are a little stingy right now with money, it's hard.
That's not the way to get people to send money and support you, calling them stingy. What you say is something like, if you all please don't mind helping to support on these platforms. And then I'll say something like, please help and support if you wish. The donations are granted. My Cash App is Jalen8123. The name Jalen Wesley that has a picture of my face. And then, Jake, you say your Cash App or your Venmo, and then some more of your things.
Yeah. By the way, you're actually in the title. By the way, and your YouTube link will be in the description of this video. By the way.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Trying to help you here.
I love it. Say some more of your links. Say Cash App.
It's just dollars. It's $sign Ellis John Hudson, and all of my donation links are on my about page on my YouTube. So they could all my stuff is on my about page.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So who are we? I'm gonna send a lot. I'm gonna try to see if Nick is still live.
Nick won't go live until later, I thought, since it's Friday. He won't go live.
He was live. He was just live with his flying stream.
Oh, wow. He does those early now?
he might have his who I have right now. I have my friend Bobby Nick who is streaming Wendy right now. We could go to Wendy's channel. We can go to Bobby Nick's channel and support him. He's doing like a panel right now with Wendy, and later they're doing Lunatic Lounge where they basically do like other stuff.
Very nice.
All
Well,
right. Anything that I just want to say thank you guys, and I know a certain person's gonna be mad at me now for having you on the show.
who's the certain
J-
person?
James.
Oh, oh, okay. And James is take that. I don't want to mess up your relationship with James, but you got to hear my perspective and everything.
Yeah,
And
let me tell you something. Number one is like he's had people. Here's the thing. I wanted to have you on the show to get your side of the story about what happened because people are saying, "Oh, Jalen's not cool. Jalen is this troll." But you seem very nice to me. You seem
I
nice to me. It's
I'll
like,
say how I feel. I've openly said I dislike the man. I dislike the video. I even said that on Tuesday in the super chat, telling everybody to dislike the video. There's nothing for me to hide. I love. I think honesty is the best way for anything. And if there's a problem with you and James, I will speak on your behalf. I will sadly call that office again. Speak to that creepy man and be like, don't be mad at Jake Hudson for talking to me, getting my side. Now, if you can manage to get James and I on the same panel at the same time, that'll be some
that would
miracle.
be that would be a like a that would be a good show for me for ratings because we right now the ratings are by the way we hit 250,000 views on YouTube.
Come through, Jake.
Booyah. Booyah. By the way,
Wait a minute.
sorry, that's Stuart Scott. That's me doing Stuart Scott. Sorry.
That's a lot of people that I'm realizing are possibly going to hear my story. Instagram King JC Wesley. If anybody has questions, my DMs are open. Instagram King JC Wesley. Uh, that's a little nerve wracking though to realize so many people are
The
going to.
200,000 views. That's 250,000 views. That's not 250,000 subs. I still have 2,000 subs. The views are up there because you know what the thing is. Here's the thing. I do have you in the title, and I have your link in the description to help you out. And all right, that's the end of the show. We're ending. Oh,
I guess so. I have to go.
JC, is it JC? Hasbro Wesley?
WESLEY. King JC Wesley on
Oh, it's King
Instagram.
King J King. Sorry, but I'm just trying to get your.
You're good.
See.
King JC Wesley. And that's my Instagram.
Yeah.
I
By the way, your account's private. By the way,
Oh, is it really?
JC
Yeah,
Wesley. You have King JC Jalen C Wesley.
yeah. It's private. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got your request.
It's gonna come under Ellis John Hudson.
Yeah, I just saw it. So I'll go and accept that as soon as I get off of here.
All right.
All right.
And
Thank
by the way,
you,
and
Jake.
here's his Instagram. By the way, here's the guy's Instagram. If you guys wanna. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Love you guys, and we'll see you when we see you. Anything you want to say, Jalen?
Have a blessed one. I'm heading out. Bye bye.
Thank you.